Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm going to show you a pretty odd one. This is Wildtails, a Pirate Legacy. Button Shy sent me a review copy of this, and it is an 18-card legacy campaign game. Yeah. So this is going to be a 3-part review because the game plays very quickly. I'm going to do the initial scenario with no spoilers whatsoever. Then, for those who don't mind spoilers, I'm going to show you like maybe the 3rd or 4th scenario, so you get to see kind of how things build and get more complicated. And finally, I'll end with my thoughts on the game overall. You can use the timestamps to skip past the spoiler section if you want. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also check out our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our podcast with 1 to 2 episodes per week, or come and join the conversation on our Discord. So Wildtails is a 1 to 2 player game. You always have 2 characters, so if you're playing solo, you just switch off the turns for them. If you're playing cooperative, you just each control one of them. I've played a 2-player with my son, it works fine, but certainly solo is very easy to run if you just want to do that. And like I said, it's a legacy game, so as you complete scenarios, you're going to go in here, and I think it's like stickers and things. I actually haven't played beyond the intro scenario because I've wanted to keep it pristine so that I could do this first part of the video for you all. So we'll experience that together. And the basic idea of the game is you always have 2 objective cards and a threat card, and you're trying to get the resources for the objectives to level them up 4 times, each time making your characters stronger. You actually like slot them along. So each of your characters is going to complete one of the objectives. And then once both objectives have been fully completed, you've gotten to the level 4 where it's got like this little cross out targeting reticule there. Then you can fight and defeat the threat, and you win the game if you do that. But the main thing you do on your turn is interact with scene cards. You have this deck of scene cards, and each of them is going to give you 4 choices, all relating to the main resources in the game. There's barrels, gold coins, swords, cannons, and diamonds are wild. And usually you have the same choices. So the first choice is free. You'll see there's nothing there. You can just get a barrel by confiscating the cargo, doing nothing. The next 2 are trade-ins, so if I had a sword to discard from my resources, I could get 2 barrels and a coin, or if I had a coin to discard, I can get 2 swords and a barrel. And then they'll also offer a skill check, which will have a difficulty level. Here it's an 8 for, what is that, like feathers? Okay, I just checked. Savvy is the feather, deception is the mask, and bravery is the fist. But yeah, so you can do the skill check. It doesn't necessarily cost you anything, but if you fail the skill check, which is a random card draw, as you'll see later, then you won't get anything, and you'll just have wasted a card. By the way, in the first scenario, cannons don't really do much of anything, but later on they will gain a use. Now, in general, each action you take is going to discard one of these cards. That's not always the case, but mostly. And whenever you fully go through this deck, the round number is going to advance. It's underneath the threat here. It just kind of ticks along. And it is going to make the start of your round more dangerous because these little icons here, if they match up to the icon on the current scene card, then you're going to resolve the effect above, which will often like accelerate the raiders or get cards discarded from here, that kind of stuff. So the further along you go in rounds, the more often those effects are going to trigger. Additionally, whenever you finish a round, the threat captures a card, which means it's actually tucked underneath them, which means your deck is thinner and you're going to go through it more quickly. But instead of resolving a scene on your turn, you can attack the threat. Their strength is this, in this case 5 deception, +1 for every card they've captured. And that's just another skill check. If you defeat them before you've fully completed both objectives, then just all the cards underneath them go to the discard pile. So you kind of buy yourself back that time from the cards they've captured, and your deck will be bigger the next time you go through it. And the final main action you can take is to complete the objective. So at first they're just open, but once you've grabbed it for the first level, then it's yours only. And you can just discard the indicated resources. So for the hideout, 3 swords and a barrel to level it up again. And each level is going to give you first skill boosts. The 3rd level for this one is going to give you a coin for free every turn. So you can just use a coin for free. And as I already said, the 4th level means that you're closer to attacking the threat. You have to both complete all 4 levels. Now, resources are interesting. You slot them underneath. You'll see each card will indicate, like it's got 4 sides for the different amounts of resources you can get. And there is no chain. So if I use like the 1 coin here, I would have until the end of the turn to find a way to use the 2 barrels. Otherwise, this whole card would get discarded. And of course, holding on to resources for an extended time, when you reshuffle the deck, they won't be in the deck, so it'll make your rounds shorter, so you want to kind of spend them quickly. And the main way to cooperate in the game is, at the end of any of your turns, you can send as many resources as you want to the stronghold, although it can only hold up to 3 cards. And there's kind of like a shared area between you. And at first, the only ability each character has is Smuggle. You can spend 1 resource of any type, including the cannons that have no use otherwise right now. to take as many cards as you want from the stronghold and bring them over to you. So basically, Anna could get resources that Samuel needs for his objectives, send them to the stronghold, and then he could use a resource to smuggle them over to his own supply. Those are pretty much all the rules for the game. Let me just show you how skill checks work. So let's say that Anna was attacking the Raiders right now. She's got 4 deception. They need 5 plus 1 from their captured card 6. So she would slide the next card over. This is not good. So first you check if the 2 icons match. If they do, it's an automatic failure. Otherwise, you add this value, in this case 0, to the character's skill, in this case 4. 4 plus 0 does not equal 6 or exceed 6. So she would have failed the skill check, and the top card gets discarded. So this becomes the new top card. And there you go. I think that's every rule in the game, at least until we unlock some more content. So let's get to it. All right, so the top scene card, we don't have any resources, so it's just to get a coin. And the hideout needs swords and barrels. The explosive need coins and swords. So I guess this is slightly better suited for the explosives. I'd pick which character starts. And looking, the second level up for explosives is 2 more masks. The first level up for hideout is 1 mask. And the Raiders need masks to fight them. So I'm kind of thinking Anna should go for the explosives to get her up to 6 skill, so she has a really consistently easy time defeating the Raiders. So I'm going to have her go first and take the gold coin by taking the castaway's loot, since that will put her toward the explosive goal. Oh, by the way, technically the first step of each player's turn is to check if this icon matches up with one of the negative crisis effects. But on round 1, you'll see that there is nothing. So until round 2, we don't have to worry about that. Oh, perfect. Samuel will gladly recruit mercenaries for 2 swords to get him closer to the 3 swords and 1 barrel he needs to get the first level of the hideout. Oh my gosh, this is working out really well. So Anna is going to collect some debts at the saloon, it looks like, for 2 coins. So she now has 3 coins. She just needs a single sword to complete the first level of explosives. All right, now Samuel has swords, so he could trade with privateers, get rid of the 2 swords to get 3 coins. That would certainly help Anna out, but he also needs at least 1 barrel for hideout, so he'll go and steal the ship's goods. Ooh, now this, though. So Anna could loot dead soldiers for another coin. She doesn't really need that. She doesn't have a barrel or a sword to trade in. She could do a 6 savvy check, but she only has 3 to get a wild. Well, you know what? Another option is always to attack the Raiders to get the 1... Oh, no, that's right. Sorry. Actually, they shouldn't have this card. The first scenario setup doesn't have them starting with any captured cards. So there is no point in fighting them, which is what I was about to have her do. See, what should she do? I guess she'll just get another coin, because a 3 or more on a skill check is pretty unlikely to get that wild. So you can spend that to do something else. Oh, perfect. Samuel, train a crew to fight, gets him the last sword he needs. Perfect. So he's now ready to level up on the next time. I'll show you how that action works. It's the simplest thing in the world. But Anna's still... Ooh, this is good. Anna can spend a coin to hire a mercenary ship and get 2 swords in a barrel, which is a little bit of an overkill, but it's definitely what she needs for explosives, although she kind of should probably give that to Samuel. But yeah, she's going to discard that to get that. So that's hiring a mercenary ship. There we go. And yeah, this is a tough choice. There's only 3 cards left. All right, so now Samuel's going to take the gain 1 objective level. This is like the only action that doesn't affect the current scene. So he's spending 3 swords and a barrel. Now he has a second barrel, but he has nothing to really do it with right now. I guess he could have smuggled if there was stuff here. Oh, so she could have put that over there, and then he could have smuggled it in. Well, it's okay. So yeah, he gets the first level of hideout. You just slide that so the 1 is under there. So now he's got 4 deception instead of 3. And all the resources he spent gets discarded. But now that means that Samuel is locked into hideout, so Anna will be locked into explosives, but that's just how it goes. Yeah, now I'm really wishing that Anna had sent this over to the stronghold, because then Samuel could have grabbed it with his leftover barrel, and he'd be almost ready to level up again. I'm wasting a bunch here, but whatever, we're going to do it anyway. So I'm going to discard 3 coins and a sword and a bunch of other stuff to get her to level 1 for explosives. So now... she's kind of off screen. Well, it's good enough. Now her bravery is 1 more, so she has a 6 bravery. It's pretty good for skill checks. We're back to Samuel, so he can steal from the governor for a sword. Oh, God, an 8 deception. No, thank you. He'll just take the sword. All right, and then Anna does not need a barrel. Ooh, 7 bravery to plunder the catacomb. She's definitely going to do that. So she needs to not get a double moon, because that would be an auto failure, and she needs to get at least a 1. She has 6 bravery. Yes, so it's not a match, so it's not an auto failure, and she got +3 to her 6 bravery, so she has 9. So that's a wild and a cannon. Again, the cannon is good for nothing except using the smuggle ability, but a wild is always cool. And by the way, if you want to do a skill check when there's only one card left in the deck, you just shuffle up the discard pile, and the top card you end up drawing is the one used for the skill check. All right, Samuel. It's a sword or a 6 bravery check for a wild. I think he'll just take the sword since he definitely needs it. And at the end of any turn where the deck is empty, that's the end of the round. So first we shuffle the discard pile to make a new deck. Then the Raiders capture a card, which making them stronger and also making the deck smaller. And the round slides over. So now we do have to check any time that we have a purple like flame or whatever that is in the upper right of the current scene card. We are going to resolve the hook crisis, which is discard the bottom card from the scene deck. So we'll advance through it more quickly. All right, Samuel's the last to go, so we're over here. And okay, it's not a purple, so no crisis. It's not great. So she could confiscate the cargo, which is a barrel she doesn't need. Well, she could, I guess, put it to the stronghold. She could use her wild to end a mutiny or hire a mercenary ship. 2 barrels and a coin, or 2 swords and a barrel. Actually, 2 swords and a barrel would be great for Samuel. Yeah, so she will do that. Let's be helpful. She's going to... Oh, no, she doesn't have to use... Oh, yeah, that's right. She's going to discard her wild to hire a mercenary ship for 2 swords and a barrel. And then at the end of her turn, she's going to send that over to the stronghold. Sending it is free. The cost comes when you smuggle it back into your own supply. Okay, now it's Samuel's turn. He does not see a purple at the top. And you can use an ability at any point on your turn unless otherwise indicated. So he'll discard 1 sword to smuggle 2 swords and a barrel over. And then for his actual action, he will level up his hideout. So now he's got +2 savvy. Bring him to 7 savvy. Nice. Now it's back around to Anna, and she's definitely going to do the 7 bravery check. She's got a 6, and it does not match, and it's at least a 1, so she did indeed get a wild and a cannon right back. Then coming around to Samuel. Oh my gosh. He's got 7 savvy, and this needs a 6 savvy. Although 2 barrels, well, I guess I'd rather have a wild than 2 barrels. So yeah, he'll do a skill check as well. By the way, still no purple. Oh no, it's an auto failure. So this top card gets discarded. That was a bummer. Okay. I'm always going to have Anna fight the bosses because we're running out of time, but collect your debts for 2 coins seems too good to pass up, so she'll go ahead and get that, which means she's only 1 resource away from leveling up explosives. All right, and Samuel's going to go for the savvy check again. It worked out so well for him last time. Deliver a battle speech. Doop. Okay. Oh no, we're about to have that negative. But yeah, he gets the wild and a cannon. Oh, we got lucky. I just checked. So this would be to discard the bottom card of the scene deck, but if the active card is the only card in the scene deck, nothing happens, so we don't suffer from that purple. That was really lucky, because I was like, what, does Anna lose her entire turn? Now, here's the interesting question. Anna could use that sword, and that would let her get the explosive next turn, but that would give her 4 cards out of the deck. I'm kind of thinking instead maybe she attacks the boss, but she might miss. But yeah, I mean, they're going to capture even more cards, but if she levels up first, she'll have +2 attack against them. Nah. All right, so we'll just make the next round super short, and she'll take the 2 swords. All right, so we shuffle. God, it's so few cards. This is going to be terrible. The Raiders capture another one. And now purple and blue have negative effects, but we're starting with a green on top. All right, Samuel, you're definitely not going to do the deception. What else could we do? I mean, he's only got a 4 skill, so I don't trust him to do the 7 attack there. Let's see. He could trade in his wild to blackmail the Commodore and get 2 barrels and a sword. It's a little bit extra, but it's still trained in 2 for 1. Although, I guess just getting a sword and having a wild is probably better than that. So yeah, never mind. We'll just steal from the governor. There we go. And it's a blue, which means discard the bottom card from the scene deck. That's not great. So now this is interesting. If Anna does as planned and levels up her skill, then that discard the card from the scene deck thing is going to happen again, because this will still be on top. That's the one action that doesn't discard it. But she kind of needs to do it, right? Otherwise, oh man, this is not great. Yeah, it's terrible, but I'm going to go ahead and level up her thing. So now she's got +2 deception. But then at the start of Samuel's turn, we lose another card. Oh man. And yeah, he's not the one who can fight the boss easily, so the boss is going to capture something else probably. Not great, everybody, not great. But what is good is that Samuel can use his wild here to do the make a donation and get 2 swords and a barrel, which is going to mean that he's ready to level up his objective and get a free coin every turn in just a second. But first, this is happening. Oh man, I really hope Anna can defeat these raiders. She's going to have to just take action after action until she gets lucky enough to overcome them. So they're capturing. They're at 8 strength now. And this slides down. Uh-oh. Okay, good. We're lucky. So purple's on top, And you'll see this has no effect. So later on, I guess we put a sticker there and something would happen in the campaign, but currently purple doesn't hurt us at all. All right, so Anna is definitely going to go for the skill check. So she's got 4 + 2, 6, and they've got 8. So she just needs a 2 or higher and not another purple. Come on. Yes, okay, good. So this is excellent. The top card gets discarded, but all 3 of these get discarded as well. So now we are back to actually having some time. Not this round, but next round. And we got, okay, good, an orange on top. So Samuel doesn't have to worry about leveling up right now. Although, geez, kind of thinking maybe he should... Instead of leveling up, since he's way closer to it, maybe he spends a sword to trade with privateers and get 3 coins and drop it off of the stronghold. That would pretty much get Anna to leveling up range right away. Because she's also bad at the skill check, so it's not like she's going to be doing the out with the inspectors. The 2 barrels don't really help her much. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. So he's spending a sword to trade with privateers, and at the end of his turn, dropping it off in the stronghold. Uh-oh. What's this one? Capture the top card from the discard pile. Oh my gosh. Because of the blue matching up with this little dagger icon. Okay, we need to get rid of this ASAP. Once again, it's a skill she's bad at, so she'll just get the barrel, probably planning to get the coin with it in a second. Okay, now it's an eyeball, so no negatives there. Okay, and he needs to get a sword back. Oh, here we go. His savvy is high enough, so he has a 7. He just needs to not get an auto fail. He did not, so he's getting a wild and a cannonball. And lightning bolt is on top. That's also no negative. And yeah, no need to do the skill check. She can just get a sword. And you know what? She'll go ahead, just because it will free up an extra card going to the discard pile. She'll go ahead and smuggle in the coins right now. So she's level. They're both ready to level up next turn. That's good. Here we go. It's still not a super fat deck, but it works. There, back up to 7 strength. We're on to round 5, so we're getting close to the end. If you don't beat them by round 7, then you lose. Eyeball, good. Nothing, which is great because they're both leveling up. So boom, Samuel levels up. So now he's got a free coin every turn. Once per turn, he can use it. And Anna's going to level up as well, so we keep that nice no negative card. And she's got a free barrel every turn. Okay, back to Samuel. Bummer for this card. Having a coin doesn't help you at all. He could go for the 4 check to get the wild. Man, I wish she had gotten this one, because then, maybe I should have. I guess I didn't have to level her up. Yeah, you know what? Let's go back. I haven't seen any new information, right? Oh, what am I talking about? She doesn't have the free barrel to do the thing. Wishful thinking, Mike. Wishful thinking. Okay, so what is she actually going to do? Oh, she could fight the boss, right? Yeah. Oh, no, that's right. It's Samuel's turn, not hers. Okay, so whatever. He'll just get the coin. Oh, lightning bolt is discard the bottom card of the deck. Darn it. Okay, so now with her free barrel, she can get 3 swords, which would help him out a ton. But I kind of also want to attack the boss. So let's attack the boss. So she has 6. He only has 7. So no, a 0. That's not good. Okay, and that symbol does not show up at least. Samuel. Again, free coin does nothing. At least his savvy would get him a wild. Should he attack the boss? 4 versus 7. I can look. 3 out of 6 cards. 50-50 chance that I would defeat the enemy that way. But it buys us a ton of time if it succeeds, and the 1 coin or the chance for getting a wild isn't that great. So let's go for it. Nope, that's a failure. All right, crud. Well, at least it'll be Anna's turn in a second, so she can attack him, I guess. But yeah, I am running out of time. We're on round 6. This is actually the worst I've done in this scenario. Usually I win it pretty easily. Okay, green is still nothing, so that's great. Does she want to get anything? It's a free barrel, which would get 2 swords and a coin. Now, she does need a lot of that. Yes, if we're actually going to win the game, I think she should take that one. Okay, now it's a blue, which isn't a skull. No effect, yay. Of course, later on, this will be worse. What's he going to do? So for his free coin, he can get 2 swords and a barrel. Yep, we're definitely doing that. That's right, he's still got this random coin. Ooh, you know what? He can throw this into the stronghold, and she'll be able to get it in a second. Okay, good. Still no effect. So yeah, so she's going to use her free barrel to get... Oh, no, I still need 1 more coin. So let's not say we're doing that yet. All she can get is a barrel, though. Okay, well, she will use her free barrel to get the coin, and then she'll spend the coin to get 2 swords and a barrel, which she will drop in here, because he can clearly use that. Oh, it's kind of overkill, isn't it? Uh-oh, eyeball, discard the bottom card, no. All right, so I don't want to leave that on top, so I don't want to just have him level up. So what can he do instead? Ooh, he could spend a sword to get her 3 coins, and then she'd be ready to level up, wouldn't she? Yes, first he'll spend his free coin to smuggle. Then he'll spend one of these, ouch, to trade for the privateers and get 3 coins. And then he'll drop that off at the stronghold. Okay, no, lightning bolt. Oh, they capture the card from the discard pile. Oh my gosh. All right, she's gonna have to try to fight them for her action, otherwise we're done. So 6 versus 9. Okay, so this is funny. Both of these are high enough, but the lightning bolt matches, so I actually don't have, I have a 50-50 chance. Okay. If we don't get this, I think the game is over. Okay, thank God. So that gets discarded, but all of these get discarded as we go into the final round of the game. She'll be ready to level up with that. He still needs a single sword to level up, and then we just got to fight them. But they are weak right now. They only have 1 card, so we have a decent chance here. We have a decent chance. By the way, this is by far the hardest I've ever had with the intro scenario. I've usually won it easily, but that's okay. All right, so starting out, nothing for purple. Perfect. Okay, so that was who was that? That was her attacking. So it's Samuel's turn. He just needs to get a sword. So whatever, we'll just get the 2 swords. I don't care. Lightning bolt. No effect. Beautiful. So she's going to use her free barrel to smuggle in way too many coins. And then for her actual action, she's going to level up to where she can fight. Okay, and then for his actual action, he's going to level up to where he can fight. I love that this thing has no effect right now. And then she's going to attack. She's got 6 versus 6. She just needs to not get a whammy. Boom, done. So actually, I guess maybe well, yeah, I would have gotten a +4, so I could have beaten a 10. So I guess even if I had failed that previous skill check with only a couple cards in my deck, I might still have been able to win. But yeah, there we go. So that was the first scenario with nothing unlocked. I'm going to look at the little website online. So they do have a website with like a narrative aspect. I'm not showing that, but it's just like a fun little like pirate story you read through. And that tells you also how to set up, which objectives are in play, which threat you're fighting, other stuff like that. So you don't need the website at all during play, but you do need it for setup of the game for those who are web averse. But anyway, I'm going to jump forward in time. I'm going to play through like the second and then show you maybe the third scenario after I've unlocked a few things. But feel free to use the timestamp and skip because you are going to get spoilers right after this. You can just jump straight to my thoughts on the game. All right, welcome back, you spoiler happy fiends. It's almost a couple hours after my last filming for me, but immediate for you. I'm on scenario 4, and it looks like this is where I've kind of unlocked the major things. Let me kind of tell you what I've got. So first of all, each of my characters had the choice of several upgrades to get. So I chose for Anna to have the ability to buff her skill checks up to twice with any resource. So that's a pretty great, like, reliable skill boosting. And Samuel got an early boost. In just rounds 1 and 2, he can treat all coins as wilds. Pretty awesome. Our stronghold also got a boost. Now cannons can be used to buff a skill check +2. And by the way, buff you can use after you flip so you can see how you did. We also unlocked this ship based on how many times I've been defeated. I only lost 1 game in the first 3 scenarios. So I got, like, I guess the best ship. It doesn't have a mechanical effect that I can tell, but maybe like the skull and crossbones symbol will be checked at the end for victory points. I just unlocked this. For 1 gem, I can flip this to its ship side, where then I still have the +2 buff from a cannon, but I also have Ignore a Crisis for 1 cannon, which is pretty awesome. But at the end of the round, it flips back to its stronghold side. So it's 1 wild. Specifically, it has to be a wild when it's the crystal symbol. 1 wild will flip it to give me the ability to ignore crises for the rest of that entire round. So probably best if I do it at the start of a round. Nothing new has been unlocked for the enemies, so the skull and crossbones still don't do anything. I am fighting the British Navy now, and they start with 1 captured card. They are a 7, opposed by bravery. So Anna's going to be the best. And this time my objectives are the captain, which, ooh, interesting. Okay, I didn't pay attention to this. Look, we have to be on the ship side and do a wild and 2 swords to do that one. Yikes. But, yeah, and the bonuses, okay, 2 bravery. So that'd be good for Anna or Samuel to have a better chance of defeating the British Navy consistently. Although maybe I just get Anna the crew to give her a 6 and do like a lot of early attacks. But that needs coins and barrels. So we need a bit of everything this time, although barrels are really not that important. We only need 1 of them for 1 of the objectives. All right, let's get into it. We don't have any crises to worry about at first. We want to get Samuel coins if we can, since they're wild for the first 2 rounds. That'll help him flip the ship. That'll help him get the captain's hats. Maybe I should make him the captain. Maybe I should like really go hard leveling up the captain as quickly as I can and like not worry as much about Anna at first. So for this first card, the skill check is really tough. And the barrel is, I guess, good for the crew. So yeah, I'm just going to have Anna. And then, okay, again, a really tough skill check. But 2 swords is good. That the captain needs 2 swords. So that's nice at least. I need to get him some coins or wilds, though. Oh, and darn it. Okay, I was hoping I would be able to get something different, but this is just more barrels, and I can't do anything. Should I go for the skill check? Should I fight the Navy? She's got a 5, and she could discard the barrel with her buff ability to make it a 6. They've got an 8 difficulty. Sure, let's fight the Navy, because this card is kind of wanky. Yay! Okay, we got that. So that was 3 plus 5, 8, exactly enough. She didn't need to discard her item. So we have knocked the Navy down a little bit for this round. Another sword for him. But he's got a pretty good chance of getting that wild and cannon, right? He's got a 4 versus a 6. So let's do another skill check. Got it. Got a 2, and those icons don't match. So he has the wild now. He has everything he needs for the captain's hat, except we haven't flipped the stronghold yet. But really, I'd love to build up and get like a bunch all at once. Ooh, and that's a wild, huh? Where the barrel would get 2 coins and a sword. That's not really any more helpful. It's actually better for her. But you know what? I think she's going to get the wild and throw it in the stronghold just for him. Or I guess she could just get the wild and then flip the ship, right? And then he could level up. But no, let's try to like maybe get a double level going. I don't know. Ooh, now it's his turn, and coins are wild for him. Let's not forget that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the wild and the cannon. For the cannon, I'm going to smuggle in the wild she is sent to him. For the wild, I'm going to treat it as a barrel and get him 2 coins and a sword. For him, that's 2 wilds and a sword. So that, I mean, by itself is enough to get the captain hat. So, okay, he should definitely be able to level up at least once. Kind of want her to not do too much. Although I guess she does want coins if she can get them, but I'd rather give the coins to him. Yeah, here we go. So she's going to spend her barrel to get 2 coins and a sword. And again, just send him right over to Happy Boy over there. And now let's see. How much does he have here? If he did 1 wild to flip to the ship side, and then use like 1 coin to get this over, that would leave him with 1, 2, 3, 4 swords and at least a couple coins. So yeah, I think he should be able to level up twice if I do that. And then she'll only take 1 card. So yeah, this should work. Okay, let's see if I calculate this right. So I'm going to discard this to flip that. That's a free action. I'm going to use a sword to smuggle in this. Do I need to do this? You know, let's not yet, because I don't need to smuggle yet. She can actually send me something else in a second. So let's, while the ship is over for his actual action, I'll use this, right? So that's sword, coin as a wild, coin as a sword, and that'll get him the first level of the captain's hat. Okay, and then she could get the skill, but I mean, a coin is almost just as good, so she'll just send that over to him. Okay, now it's his turn again. He's going to spend a sword to smuggle both of these over. So he's still got 1 sword left. It lasts until the end of a turn. So 1 sword. Oh, I guess the 1 sword doesn't really matter, does it? Because he's going to have to use this double thing. But he is left with a coin, which is a wild for him until next round at least. So that'll get him to level 2. So he's ready to beat up the boss pretty well. And he's getting close to the free resource. Yeah, I think I might just, since this one is so tough to level up, I might just go full-on hat for the first while in the game. Okay, and back to her. Yeah, she'll take 2 barrels. Why not, right? All right, at the end of the round, that goes back to being a stronghold, so we'll have to flip it again, although he's got the coin to do so when he's ready. British Navy captures something, and now we're in round 2, which means purples are going to give them a free capture of the top card of the discard pile. That's not great. Although if we flip the thing, we can use a cannon to avoid that. Crud. Who just went? She did, and she got the barrels. I should have something to track which person is going. He can get a wild. Ooh, he can use the coin as a... Yeah, here we go. He'll use the coin as a wild to be a barrel to get 2 coins and a sword. That's another complete level up. I'm really liking this coin wild power. That one's pretty great. Oh, purple. So they just captured that. That's a bummer. So they're a 9 now. That's not the easiest to beat. I guess he would be a 6. Gosh. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd made her the captain, but clearly that would have been tougher to do. So if I can get like him a cannon or something, he can shoot them pretty easily. Okay, it's her turn. 2 swords is good to give him again. Oh my gosh, where she could trade in a barrel to... Sorry, Anna. We'll level up eventually, I promise. Trade in a barrel to get 2 coins and a sword. And then she'll say, blip right over to the stronghold for him. Purple again? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is bad. I need to make sure I fight them successfully somehow this round. She might actually be the best one to do it, even though she's 1 less bravery than him, because she has her +2 potentially. So if she can get like a cannon and some other resources, then she could get up to like a 9 even before the flip, which would make the fight of them pretty easy. Well, the good thing is there shouldn't be any more purples, theoretically. What can he get? He'll just get the 1 wild here. All right, now, perfect. Okay, so she's going to try to get this wild and a cannon. Okay, she succeeds, right? Because, yep, she had 5. So, and she's going to keep that because that's going to be her kill the boss card. That would get her up to 8 bravery. They're at 10, so that's already pretty good. And she only has to use it if she's going to have enough to beat him. Oh my gosh, now our friend over here can get 2 wilds. And do we have enough time? Yeah, so there should be enough time for him to get that, her to fight, and then him to still level up. So let's go ahead and get the easy one. Okay, she's going to attack. So she wants at least a 2, I think, right? Oh my gosh, really? Now, the good thing is she doesn't have to waste anything, but she does fail the attack. Oh my gosh, what a bummer. Well, that raises the question. Maybe I throw the cannon over to him, because that would give him an 8 versus 10. So he would also have okay, so yeah, she's going to do this. This changed up my plan a little bit. Oh, wait, but the only discard card is a 1. Oh, wait, yeah, so this is a bad idea. So she'll keep the cannon. She'll just try to fight him next turn, I guess. This is such a bummer. By the way, on his turn, he'll spend this wild to flip the stronghold, which does put a 2 in the deck, so that's something at least. And he doesn't need to grab that yet. He'll go ahead and use this one. I just realized these coins are going to become almost useless for him in a second. That's okay. So he'll use this one to level up to where he gets a free barrel every turn. You know, actually, these are not going to be wild in a second. I'm going to throw that right back to her because she actually wants 3 coins to level up. Okay, now it comes back to her turn. I'd like to try to fight. So what if she spends this? So she's still got the cannon. All right, so I still have the cannon. I'm going to grab both of these. That gives her 2 resources for a bonus, plus the cannon. That could get her to +4, which would be 9. They're at 10, so I've got a 2/3 chance of beating these guys looking at the discard pile. So she's going to fight, and she's got the cannon in waiting. I'd love to not use the 2 resources. Oh, I think it was the best one, right? 2, 7, 8, 9. Wait, is that not enough? So she needs 1 more. So, okay, she'll just spend the 2 coin one, and it'll go away. But thank God, I don't know if we would have survived if this guy had gotten any bigger. Now we are actually going to have a decent round next time. But the fleet does flip, which means we need to flip at least 1 more time for Samuel to be able to use his ability. Oh, you know, I totally forgot. Did we have any cannons when the guy was grabbing things? Well, I don't know if we did. And I feel like we hadn't flipped the fleet at that point anyway. Okay, so, gosh, we still haven't leveled Anna up at all. All right, we're going to round 3. They're capturing something. Ooh, that was lucky. It's a blue one, so we're not going to have to deal with them capturing as often. Okay, so Anna got the big fight there, so it's Samuel's turn. No negative for yellows. So what does he actually need now? He needs a real wild. He can't just use coins anymore. And 2 swords. That's a sword. So sure, we'll go ahead and grab that. And Anna doesn't need swords at all, so we're definitely not going to pass it back to her. Okay, no negative for the eyeball. She does need a coin, and then she needs a barrel. She doesn't have any barrels yet. She can also do the skill check to get a wild and a cannon. But nah, I mean, she definitely needs the coin, so we'll just get that. Okay, still no negative here. Samuel. Ooh, a 6 fist, and that'll get him the wild he needs. So let's do that. Not an auto failure. All right, so he's got a wild and a cannon. Oh, I forgot that he has barrels. Hold on a second. Barrels would have gotten me 3 swords. Ooh, well, he doesn't really need that many swords, does he? And she doesn't need swords at all. So now I'll still do what I did. But yeah, I got to remember that he has a free resource. Pay attention to that. Okay, eyeballs, still okay. Ooh, 2 coins. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, we'll just take that one. She still needs a barrel, though. What the heck? Okay, lightning bolt, we're okay. Ooh, for the 1 barrel, we can get 2 coins and a sword. I don't need the sword. Or if he spends his 1 sword, that would get us 2 coins in a barrel. Let's do that for sure and throw that thing into the stronghold for her. Okay, purple is the skull. Still no effect. Man, once those unlocked, that's going to make things way tougher. Should I level up this turn? I guess while there's no effect, it would make sense, right? And that could get him a wild. He definitely needs more wilds. So 1 coin would let her grab that. But then she'd kind of be wasting it. So maybe she holds off for a second and just gets the wild here. Okay, she'll still have the card in a second to use. Okay, him. Barrels. He doesn't want barrels. She wants barrels. Well, she doesn't even need that many barrels. Oh, wait, he's got a free barrel. That would get 3 swords. Oh, that's actually good for him. Let's do that. Get 3 swords. And lucky. Okay, no negatives crises this turn at all. We're not going to flip the ship. We can do that next time. So she should be able to level up now. Oh, and if she flips the ship, I think he can level up too, can't he? Yeah, so let's try this out while we're here. So she'll use the 1 coin, I think, or does she want to use something else? No, this is smarter. She uses the 2 coins, one of them to grab this, and then she still has 1 coin left plus 2 more. That's 3 plus a barrel. So that's going to get her finally to the first level up. And then she also wants to flip this to the fleet side so that he, on his turn, can use 2 swords and a diamond. We're wasting some to level up fully. And then good, she's got a barrel right there. Or, she can do a coin to get 2 barrels and a coin. That's certainly better because that's going to be enough to level up all by itself. Boom. All right, pretty good. We just got to heavily get her going. The fleet flips back. They're at 2 cards. But if Samuel's sending everything he gets to Anne, I imagine we'll be okay. All right, we're at round 4. Oh, that's definitely a purple on top. That doesn't seem good. Explosion. Discard 1 resource card. Samuel has to. Oh, no. Okay, lucky there that nothing bad happened. Should Samuel fight the guy right now? He's got a 6. They've got a 9. No, we probably want to either let Anna do it. She also has a 6, and she has her boosting ability, or wait until we get a cannonball. So he's got a free barrel, which would get 2 coins and a sword. Yep, that's certainly something she would want. So there you go. Lightning bolt. Awesome. Still nothing. She's ready to level up right now. Should she do it? I mean, we're on a card that's not bad at all. Is this a good card for him? He can get 2 more coins and another sword for her with his free barrel. So sure, let's go and level up now. 3 coins and a barrel. Bloop. And then, yeah, like I said, we'll use his free barrel to get the 2 coin and 1 sword. Throw it in there. Eyeball. Still nothing. Wow. So she's got a ton of coins coming, so actually the barrels would be great for her. And she can use one of them next turn to get these, and then use the other one to actually level up. Okay, lightning bolt, nothing. He's got 5 savvy. Should I go for the wild and a cannon? Or I guess just a wild is good, right? Wait, he's got a free barrel for 2 coins and a sword. I mean, she does need 6 more coins total. All right, we'll just keep on doing the same thing we're doing, I guess. Eyeballs, okay, we're good. She can probably pull things and level up this turn, right, and not do anything. Because he can get her 3 coins. Maybe he can fight the boss, right? Or she could fight the boss. Well, for now, she's going to go in and spend 1 barrel to pull all these over. Yikes, she's got a lot of stuff. And then she's got a barrel left, so she'll spend, wasting a little bit, 4 coins to level up to where she's got a free sword every turn. So all of these are gone, but that means they're back in the deck, so that's good. So all she needs is a barrel and a coin, and she's done. Can Samuel get that for her? He's got a free barrel. That would get her 3 coins. She doesn't really need that. But he's only got 4 mass to get that. Okay, so, well, should we... Wait, did I want to punch? 6 versus 9. And he has no way to boost right now. No, we'll just throw the 3 coins at her, I guess. Okay, and still no negative. Wow. How good is the discard pile value? 3, 2, 4. Although that's an auto fail. 1, 1. So auto fail and 1's in there. She has 6 skill now. She could boost it to 8. So 1 would actually be enough. So if she attacks, she will probably defeat the boss. So sure, let's have her fight and try to get those 2 cards away from the Navy. Come on, come on, come on. A 1. I think it was enough, right? 1, 6, 7. They've got 9. Whoops, don't mess up the round, Mike. Yeah, so I need to discard 2 resources. So I'll use 2 of these. I still have the sword hanging out. That does defeat the British Navy. And then, with the sword, I'll pull over the 3 coins. Now all I need is a barrel. And that goes away. I got almost all the cards out of the deck. I'm feeling like this is going to be a pretty easy victory. Did I have the ship flipped when I got his last level? I hope I did. All right, here we go. We're on round 5. And it's a lightning bolt, which is capturing the top card of the discard pile. Oh, there is no discard pile. I'm so sorry. Okay, so she wants a barrel. He's got a free barrel to get 2 coins and a sword. Oh, you can give her the wild. So boop, there you go. Okay, and then purple is nothing. Wow. She will use her free sword to grab the wild. And then she will do for her actual action the level up. And Samuel's got 6. They've got 8. Let's just try to punch him right now, right? Or let's see, how hard is it for him to get a boosting thing? Well, here, let's make it a sure thing, not take any chances. He'll use his barrel to get 2 coins and a sword. There it is. And then it's another purple, which is still nothing. She'll use her free sword to bring this over, just so that when she attacks with her 6 bravery, she can boost it twice. So we just need not an auto failure. There we go. So she'll use her resources to buff herself twice, and they are defeated. Okay, so that was scenario 4. You can see that things get a bit more complicated. And looking at like what's coming, I won't show it to you, but I've kind of glimpsed through. It looks like we'll unlock more character powers. Looks like we will start having these things activating, so the enemies get tougher and their things go off more often. Looks like these will start doing negative effects. So the challenge level will rise, but I think we're mostly seeing, except for more character powers, like the kind of effects we'll deal with in the game. And yeah, my thoughts are, first of all, I mean, I say this a lot for Button Shy games, but this is an incredible achievement to have like a cool legacy thing with only 18 cards. Now, is it really only 18 cards? They've got like some sticker sheets, they've got some unlockable cards, and you need to go to like the website to see like the setup and the storyline. So there's certainly more going on here than just like a typical Button Shy game, but still, it's pretty crazy. So the big thing is, it's still a pretty simple game. Like, you know, if you don't enjoy kind of the resource conversion and the passing of resources back and forth and like the simple kind of economics of when you attack the enemy and like when you use your cards, I don't think you're going to like this one, because I've just played it 4 times in a row and I'm having fun. But I think I've seen all like the mechanics are going to come out. Like I said, there are some more powers to unlock. But like besides this little ship flipping thing, it does not look like there are any more rules, you know, and things getting more challenging, which is good. Like it's not a legacy game where you're not going to know how the heck to play if you open it back up like a month later. And I believe once you beat the entire campaign, you kind of have like a hardest mode unlocked. I don't know if you can go back to easy mode. Doesn't seem like you'd be able to, but it does seem like it's replayable after you're done everything. Now, clearly, you know, it's a little campaign game. It's a cheap campaign game, and I think it does a great job. I do find this little like resource matching thing pretty interesting. I found when I've actually played it co-op or just solo, the idea of like, you saw this more in the second game, passing resources back and forth and like, you know, maybe buffing up one character for a while so they can buff up another one. I find that pretty cool. So yeah, I think, again, this is just like really impressive what they've managed to do with the system they've designed. And if you like legacy games, I think it's, you know, it might not scratch the same itch as a Pandemic Legacy or something like that, but I think it's still worth checking out. If you like light card games with some tactical play that work pretty well for 2 players or for solo, I think this one is worth looking into. If you want something meatier, then yeah, this is probably not going to do it for you, but it's still super impressive what they did, and I'm having fun with it. I'll probably go and finish out the entire campaign. It looks like it goes for a while. Right? I mean, I've still got a lot of things to unlock here, and I think I got extra. Yeah, there's extra characters on the back. They can get their own items and things. Wow. Okay, so pretty cool. That's it, though, for now. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.